And good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for coming out for this very special Raider Wednesday tonight, as we're in year 18 of this program. I'm Walt Ferber with proprietor John Songer. And John, it is amazing how we've been doing this for so long, but this program has really exploded the last couple of years.
Yeah, it really has, Walt. I've noticed that actually, I think even the athletes, the student athletes, they kind of, I think, look forward to coming up here. Some of them have a good line to talk about, some of them don't, but hey, we'd like to see them all get up here.
They do a good job, there's no doubt about that. This room is great. Every significant Ferber event over the last 40 years has been held back here, and as good as this is for a night like tonight, it's good for class reunions or wedding receptions. And how much, if you rent this whole back room, if you fill it up, how much does it cost to rent it?
That's the secret sauce for the Gaslight. We do not charge you anything. If you bring in a group that's going to take up the whole back room, we charge you $0 for that. If you don't have enough people for that, obviously we'll set you up in a nice section, but we can't give you the whole room for nothing then.
Now, as we look, you guys do a lot of great stuff, and you help out clubs, organizations, sports teams. Gaslight is a great tool for fundraising.
Yeah, it is. Actually, in this group right here, we have been doing a spring fundraiser for the football program now for, I think, almost 6 years. We've had volleyball, we've had soccer. We do a lot for a lot of church groups also. So if you're needing like pizza fundraiser, local, you can do gift certificates also. Just let us know and we'll help your organization out.
Always a lot of diversification. We use this stage for a lot of stuff. It is the 18th year of Raider Wednesday, and we started something just a few weeks back that's going gangbusters. One of the things I do in my semi-retirement now is I'm on the staff at Oakland City University, and Mondays have turned into Mighty Oaks Monday. We've had a couple of Scott Hurst talk shows for the football team, and we've got one coming up for cross country next Monday.
Yeah, we do, and the beauty of that is that gives the Gaslight another opportunity to put that pizza buffet out. So anytime we have the Mighty Oaks Monday program going on, you can definitely find that the Gaslight pizza buffet will be set up for anybody coming in to see the program.
Yeah, John, it's always good, but I know they don't want to hear us. They're ready for Coach Buening and the football team. So right now, let's bring him up. Your fearless leader, I think the best coach in Southern Indiana, period. My buddy, Mr. Scott Buening. I love this opportunity. And in my semi-retirement, one of the things I like is we get to do this at least one time a year. I just want to give kudos to you first. You do a great job as athletic director, and you have expanded the athletics at Southridge. You've done a great job in expanding facilities, and I know it's all for the kids.
Well, first of all, somebody told me this might be your 30th birthday today. Is that what I heard?
Several times, and add 9.
Well, happy birthday, first of all. And this community, it's what's great about communities like this and schools like this is, you've got a group that the community loves the school loves the community. I just think these type of, as I used to tell people when I first got here, it's not like this everywhere. And, I think Du Bois County is a unicorn, when it comes to just, our schools and the pride in the schools and the communities and you can see it in the facilities. And just how important athletics are to everyone, and not just the wins and loss part of it, but also just the importance of having it and what it does for our kids, what it does for the community, and just the engagement. And so we're very fortunate and very, very appreciative of what we have here and the opportunities we have.
Now, they do put that scoreboard up there for a reason, though, and this program And as you well know, both my sons played here, and Raider football's always been very, very special to me. But you took a good program, Coach, and you elevated it. Now, I do know, since we don't recruit everybody that comes in on a year-to-year basis, that this was a year, last year was a very veteran program. Our program took an hour and 15 minutes last year because of all the seniors that we talked to. So you were replacing a lot of people, and I keep an eye out on what you're doing. And from what I've seen, these guys have worked their tail off, and you've worked them hard. We've had a couple of tough losses, but we kept grinding, kept chopping wood. And congratulations, that win last Friday night was pretty special.
Well, thank you very much. Friday night was a good win over a good football team that's had a lot of success this year. I think, I think overall, and as we go into every year, I don't think you really find out what kind of football team you have, what kind of group you have, and I'm talking staff, I'm talking boosters, I'm talking managers, I'm talking players, I'm talking families, all of that. That's everything that touches your team is the program, and you don't find out what kind of team you have until real adversity hits, and when we face some early on, this has been one of those years where honestly 5 weeks in a row, and maybe make it 6. These are teams that, or maybe 6 out of 7, where the teams we played either have felt like this is the best team they've had in their school's history or one of the best. And a lot of upperclassmen, a lot of seniors, a lot of 18-year-olds, and football's that sport that you want to. It's guys that are shaving generally is a positive thing. And we've this team, I think when you look at where we are right now, first of all, we have played a lot of good football. We've not played consistently good enough at times. We continue to grow. We're continuing to get better. I think our lens, as we watch our films and watch the group, we feel like we've not we're just maybe scratching the surface of really where we can be, but frankly, the only thing that matters is where you get. And, we've got another week here where, we want to play better football than we did last week, be a better version of ourselves and continue to grow and continue to keep that. But, it starts with our seniors who you're going to talk with. And I think, it was a hard start to the season. You're 1-4, and frankly, I think a lot of always curious as to where you're going to go at that point. And this group has done nothing but stay positive, work hard, see the big picture, and continue to work to get better. They've demonstrated so many different skills, talents, traits, abilities. It starts with their families and their parents at home, and just the foundation that they've given them. Our coaching staff, nobody's wavered in this throughout this entire process. And you look over the last 2 years, almost every one of our losses has been to either the number 1 or number 2 team in the state, and more of them have been to the number 1 team in the state than anything else. And listen, that's what we're always striving to be, is to be the best, and to continue to work. And this group, the resilience has been tremendous. Their resolve, how connected this group is, and I give our seniors a ton of credit for this. Our seniors have just been awesome. Their leadership, their drive, and this is the first group. These guys were in kindergarten when I got here, so we've seen them from pooping diapers all the way up to some of them still might, I'm not sure, but at least they hide it a lot better now. And but we've seen this all the way up, seen this group all the way through, and I am telling you, this group has grown, matured, developed. They have become the leaders they've maybe exceeded our expectations a little bit in that regard, and especially going through some of the challenges they have and just how they've just stayed the course and really do. There's a lot of good ahead of this football team this year. We've still got a lot of work to do. We've not hit our peak yet. We've got a lot of growth we need to continue to make, but it's coming. And if we hit that and we can continue to stay the course and we stay focused, this team's going to be a really, really tough outcome tournament time.
It's kind of what I was going to go in next before we're going to get out the kids up here in just a little bit. But I know practice-wise and team-wise, you want to be a little better tomorrow than you were today, and then build that on top of days. And I think when this year is over, when we head toward tournament time, these guys could win a lot of playoff football games.
We believe it, and I'll be honest, our kids, I don't know if we totally believed it before we went through our stretch there with Boonville, Gibson, Heritage Hills, and I really feel like as we went through that, I think our guys started to realize, when we play good football, we can play with anybody on our schedule. As a staff, we've always believed it, but that's not nearly as important as them believing it. And now we don't have a lot of room for error, and our path to success is a lot different than other schools. And just the style that, like the traits and talents that this group has, we don't have. You're not going to see a 280-pound lineman group come up here or anything else. You're going to see a bunch of tough, hard-nosed kids that love playing for the Raiders, take pride in being Raiders, who represent the Raiders tremendously well, and they are starting to become a little bit of a chippy, edgy, scrappy group, and that is our path. We don't have a path otherwise, and we keep heading that direction, continue to get better at playing football. Our special teams have come a long way here over the last few weeks, and we're starting to shore up and clean up some of the areas we've struggled with. And so, and again, that's credit to our kids and their ability, willingness to stay with it, stay the course, and just trust the process of what we try to do week to week.
And this too, and I know there are probably people that are watching this now on demand that don't realize that the schedule changed. We're a member of the PAC, but we got bumped up. We got bumped up, and we play the big boys now.
Yeah, we had always had Gibson, Heritage Hills, Boonville. Boonville replaced Jasper when they joined the SIAC and their schedule closed out. So we picked up Boonville, and those have always been the top three in the big division. I think the schedule as a whole is a lot thicker now. We went through a stretch where early on we played 3 4A teams in a row, and we are playing. We're one of the smallest enrollments on our schedule now. That's not typically been the case, but all those things are just numbers and circumstances, and nobody cares about those. But the challenge is there, and I think when you love a challenge, you want a challenge, that's you love it, and our kids have really embraced those. I think when the lights have been the brightest, they've not batted an eye, and they've gone out there and attacked every night, and that's been a lot of fun to watch, and I hopefully we'll do the same Friday.
10 seniors, am I correct? And we've got some student managers also.
Yes, sir. So we got, and like I said, just a group here that what they have done to connect this football team 9 to 12 has just been tremendous, and they have connected this group. I feel like the whole group together as a whole, they have been tremendous. And this group of managers, we've kind of developed a little bit of a tradition. I think we've got a big manager group, and I honestly couldn't tell you what they do. I don't have a clue. When they're not there, we're lost. And so what they do and what they bring, they're definitely a behind the scenes hero for us too, and just all the things they do, and just the group as a whole. I think you'll really enjoy talking to them.
And but when we get these guys up, I do want to say, as you well know, Raider football, it's kind of a family business with us. Both my kids played at Southridge, bleed Southridge red, white, and black. And I watch it, and I care more about Southridge football than about anything else. But you have been a great person to carry the torch for that. We're very, very lucky to have you here, and I think you do an extraordinary job. And I would not mind it at all to spend my birthday doing this for another umpteen years, because this is certainly a good way to do it. Coach, thanks a bunch.
Well, nor would we, and you're always too kind, and I appreciate that very much. Also, shout out to John Gaslight and all his employees. And John and his group do so much for Southridge athletics. A lot of times people, you almost take it for granted because the Gaslight's such a staple here in Huntingburg and a staple in our athletic department, and just the things that they offer up to us, and just our ability to host officials and different elements and events, including this event. Our kids always look forward to it, and John, we thank you very much too.
Okay. Thank you, Coach. And this is what I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for. We're going to get the seniors up here, and we got them signed in back there. So once again, if you want to go to a special part or a special interview with John's great ability, you have the point to do a tab. So come on out to the Gaslight stage here. Pull up a chair.
All right.
Let's tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
Owen Bieker,
Owen, and what position do you play?
center.
I have a soft spot in my heart for centers. My youngest son, John, played a center in college up at Indiana State. And I happen to know this for a fact, because I watch you big fellas, I pay attention to that. You gotta have some gray matter up there to play the center position.
Sure do, yep.
And the thing is, you make a lot of line adjustments out there. The center is responsible for more than getting the football to the quarterback. That's kind of important to do that.
It's not first.
But you see the line, and you make sure the line's doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, I try and take care of them every snap, make sure we're doing the correct assignment, so.
And you got a few guys back on the line this year. It's kind of been a veteran line. You guys have been doing a great job.
Yeah, we're a little young. I mean, it's our first full year of this line, but we're starting to get the job finished, so, yeah.
I like that. What's been a highlight for you?
Probably going 8-0 at my sophomore year JV season, undefeated season. First time in a while.
That is something. No, those JV games are great, and obviously you're doing a heck of a job here. We're getting over the hump. Does it feel like we broke through the pane of glass last Friday and getting that W?
Yeah, that felt really good. Just coming off of those 3 games, getting a win was real big for us, and we got a lot of confidence, and we're getting going now. So.
I have no doubt about that. I got a feeling you feel when we get to the end of the season, we're going to be a pretty formidable bunch.
Yeah, we're going to be pretty good. Yep.
Yep, honestly, that says it. That's very succinct and to the point. You're a very, very intelligent young man. There's no doubt about that. You had an excellent career at Southridge, and young men like you are the reason I still do this after 54 years, and you make it fun. Gonna miss not seeing you here. You have post-graduation plans?
I'm thinking about going into law enforcement.
That would be something, and we need to keep good young men like you in this area. A chance to keep you in the neighborhood?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well, kudos on a job well done. As I said, I've always got a big place in my heart for the offensive line, especially the centers. Thanks for being with us tonight.
All right, thank you.
All right. What a great crowd we have here this evening. Come on up here and I hear the murmurs. You're beloved. I like this. Let's tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
Chase Bowman,
Okay, and what position do you play?
defensive end.
All right, you're up there, and one of the first rules I have in football, whoever wins in the trenches is going to win the football game, and you like to hit some folks, don't you?
Oh yeah, it's a tough spot to be in, but it's a tough spot.
Okay. You're telling me, for someone that doesn't know what you do, what are your responsibilities as defensive end when you get out there? I mean, you got to do a whole lot of stuff.
First of all, stay offside and get the quarterback.
Yes, that actually my son John, he was a defensive end at Southridge back in the day, and he used to have a deal with one of his teammate buddies that the first one that got to the quarterback, the other guy had to pay. Does that sound about right? You want to get to the QB.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What has been a highlight for you in your career at Southridge?
Probably the Mud Bowl in 2024. That was a really fun game.
You know, like I said, I get back at some of the best stories my boys have had, or my young men, my sons have had. Have been stories when they have played football in the mud. And whenever they talk about that, whenever John talks about that today, whenever he talks about when you get out there and get to wild, that's big time football.
Oh yeah.
So that is good. We're knocking the door down. It seems like we're getting better every day and every week.
Yeah, we just need to get 1% better every day, and it doesn't matter where, if it's negative or positive, if we win or lose, we just need to get 1% better every day. It doesn't matter.
You know what? That's true, and if you follow that in life, you're going to be extremely successful. And I'm going to echo this to all of you guys. I'm going to miss seeing you up here. I love doing what I do, and you guys are certainly role models as far as I'm concerned. You've had a great career at Southridge. Do you have post-graduation plans?
Either going to college for education or law enforcement.
Okay, any idea? And we've got several colleges. I work with 3 of them in the area in Oakland City, USI, and Evansville. Is there any college that's in the lead in that?
We don't know yet, but we'll find out.
Okay, well that's great. I know you're going to do extraordinarily well. It has been great to have you up here tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our seniors. Come on out and make your way to the Gaslight YouTube stage. Hey, I like that you it doesn't happen many times in life that you get that kind of applause. You are beloved. Now, let's tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
Jake Buening.
Okay, and that name sounds familiar. And it's kind of I'm going to say this, it's kind of a family business for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. And you kind of know that fellow that's sitting down there in front of us?
Yeah.
You speak very, very well. So what position do you play?
I'm one of the managers this year.
You know what? That is a very, very important position. Back in the days, and I've been out of school for over 50 years at New Albany High School, and I was a manager back in the day. And I happen to think it's extraordinarily important. As Coach B says, when the managers aren't there, it's tough. So what are your responsibilities as manager?
Like, we get waters ready, get towels, and pretty much it.
If I know, you probably, and I happen to know this, you do, if something needs to be done, you do it, don't you?
Yeah.
What's it like being around these guys every day?
Feels great.
I have no doubt about that. I think it would be very, very fun indeed. What's been a highlight for you? You like being around the guys? Is the camaraderie with the guys something that's very important?
Yeah.
Okay, that is good, and I know that and I can tell this, that you are truly loved, and I can tell you this, you see all these guys around here? I've been out of school for over 50 years now out of New Orleans. My teammates from NAHS are some of my best pals to this day. And I know that's going to be the case with you too. You think that'll be the case?
Yeah.
I love doing what I do. And guys like you are one of the reasons that I still like getting out here and doing it. You have been such a great young man. You had such a great career. I'm certainly going to miss not talking to you on this stage anyway. But do you have post-graduation plans?
I plan on going to the workforce.
I know that you are going to be doing a great job, and I'm going to ask you this. We want to have our best and brightest remain in this area, and we're very happy that you guys decided to come this way. A chance we could keep you in this area?
Hopefully.
You know, I hope so too. And I know you're doing a great job. Thank you very much for coming up and talking to us. You did an outstanding job tonight.
Thank you.
This is good stuff. Well, let's tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
Emily Donihue.
Okay, and I'm gonna, are you a manager also?
Yes.
Yeah, Coach B speaks very highly of all you guys, an outstanding managerial bunch. What are your responsibilities?
Making Gatorade, getting water, towels, filling up bottles.
And I'm going to get to this. It seems like from what I see, you guys do whatever it takes to get the job done. If something needs to be done, you do whatever you can to support this organization and this football team.
I mean, we try. It doesn't work out always, but we try.
I tell you what, I found this out being an old dude. Life never works out all the time. And it is how you make do when it doesn't. And you guys are very good at adjusting on the fly. And if it's not done, you make sure it gets done, don't you?
Yeah.
What has been a highlight for you?
Probably just like before games when me and the other managers are just like talking and stuff.
You know, that's it. And as I talk to our athletic folks at Southridge, the thing that I get, and they put the school board up there for a reason, there's no doubt about that, but the thing that you remember down the line are the friends and the relationships you make with the team. Would I be correct in that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good thing. I'm going to miss not being able to talk to you up here. By the way, you've done a tremendous job tonight. Do you have, I know whatever you do is going to be good. Do you have post-graduation plans?
Yeah, I want to go into neonatal medicine.
Wow, that's pretty good stuff. And I'm going to get to the point that's obvious, and but this way with basically all of our folks up here, is you are student athletes, and the academic part of it is very strong to you, and you don't have the major that you have without that being the case.
Yeah.
Which university, have you made a choice? Which university is going to be lucky enough to get you?
I'm hoping to go to either U of L or Moorhead.
Wow. I don't know a lot about U of L, about Moorhead, but U of L has one of the top med schools in the country. And I know that you are going to do a great job. And I'm going to ask you this, what you're doing, you can pick anywhere in the world you want to go. But do we have any choice in getting you back, getting the best and brightest back to this area?
Probably not.
Oh, okay. Well, I know you're going to be an asset, and you're going to be great wherever you go. You did a great job here tonight. Thanks a lot. What a great bunch of seniors. That's just why those things happen. You get that kind of applause. You let that go for a moment. That's something. Let's tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
Chase Ferguson.
Okay, and what position do you play?
Split end and cornerback.
Okay, so you are pretty much on the field about all the time, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Well, that's a good thing. The thing, I've talked to a lot of Raider football players over the years, and you got to hit them with the crowbar sometimes to get them off the football field because you want to be out there. What has been a highlight for you?
Probably just the team dinner and the dodgeball tournament after the scrimmage.
Okay, dodgeball. I remember that from my days. And we had like 3-ball dodgeball. You kind of had to keep your head on a swivel. Was that the kind of dodgeball you guys played?
Yeah, people are throwing it pretty fast, so you gotta react quickly.
Okay, I didn't always do that. That's how this face got to look as it did. They kind of missed it, and I got popped a couple of times. It looks like our guys are we're working really, really hard. How big was that win on Friday?
I think it was really good for the team, and we really proved like what we can do.
All right. And how good can we be now?
As long as we work hard, we can do pretty much anything we put our mind to.
I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly. It's been great talking to you tonight. It is all. We've got a very intelligent bunch of folks out here to do great interviews. Do you have post-graduation plans?
Yeah, I want to go to college to study engineering.
Okay, some good engineering schools. I'm an IU guy myself, but those guys up north in Lafayette, I think they have a pretty good engineering school. There may be one in Terre Haute, Rose-Hulman, it's a pretty good engineering school. One of those two may be a possibility?
Yeah, and maybe USI too.
Well, as a dude, one of the things I do in my retirement is I do TV for USI on ESPN Plus. So you go to USI, hopefully I'll be able to see you on or around campus. I'd like that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, I know whatever you do, you're going to be great, and I'm going to reciprocate this, but guys like you are why I still want to get up here after all these years. You do a great job. I'm very proud of the effort you've had and what you've done with this Raider team. Best of luck.
Thank you.
What a great bunch of seniors. Let us tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
Camden Haywood.
And yeah, that's okay. This is anytime you want to applaud, that is all right. What position do you play?
Wide receiver and cornerback.
Very, very important part, and happen to know this. There's not a lot of times you're not off the field.
Oh yeah, it can get pretty tiring out there.
But I'm guessing, knowing you and your family as I do, you wouldn't want to have it any other way.
No, I would not want to have it any other way.
How big was that win on Friday night?
It was a massive win to get our team going for the second half of the season.
That's good, and I get the feeling that we can go on a little push now.
Yeah, it would be a tough out for anybody in the sectional, and we could go win it.
No, I would put my money down on you guys 7 days a week. No doubt about that. But a personal highlight in the season for you?
Probably just being out there with the guys every day during practice and working hard.
Okay. And you are a multi-sport athlete, aren't you?
Yeah, I play football and basketball.
Yeah, I kind of thought that. And it is good to have your family down here, too. There's no doubt about that. You have had a great career at Southridge, and we're glad that you're here, and I'm looking forward to following you out on the basketball court when a long football season is over. I'm hoping that we keep our basketball coach without you for a while because you're still playing football. Would that be all right?
Oh yeah, that would be great.
All right. You have had a tremendous career. I mean this, I have known your family for a long time, and very, very fond of them, have always been. So I know that academics are also very important to you, and you take your books pretty serious.
Not as seriously as I should, but yeah, I get by in school.
Yeah, I thought that might be the case. You have post-graduation plans, and you're a pretty doggone good athlete. Is there a possibility of you playing at the next level?
I don't think so. I think I'm going to go to WKU, get my secondary degree in education, and become an athletic director.
That is a pretty good thing to do. And I think you would do a tremendous job at, the world of athletics you've kind of been associated with your entire life.
Yeah, I have, and ever since I've been born, I've always been around it.
Yeah. And you can tell you will do a great job, no doubt about that. And I have no reason to think you're not going to get there and be very, very good. But I'm going to enjoy your senior season right now in high school. I'm going to enjoy watching you on the football field and later on the basketball court. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you. We continue with our seniors. We got a lot of fan clubs out there. This is great. Let's tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
Alexandra Hohler.
Okay, and you're one of our really good crack managers, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. How long have you been associated with the football team?
This is my 4th year doing it.
I was going to say I thought you looked familiar. I had seen you in this bunch before. What are your responsibilities out there?
We fill up their water, we get everything ready for them, and do like the little chores that none of the coaches want to do.
That's it. And I could coach B, and whenever he doesn't want to do something, he's really blessed because he's got folks like you out there, and you take care of them, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
So, what is the best part about being a manager? I was a manager back in the day myself, so what's the best thing about it?
You get to build all these connections with the people that you're with, and it's fun to meet some of the other managers from the other schools we go to.
Well, that is good, and I know you do an outstanding job. And this football team's getting better. We can do some damage down the road, can't we?
Yeah, I think we can.
Okay. You have been an outstanding young lady. I've enjoyed following your career. And I've known your family for a long time. And, it gets this way when you live in the same spot on Ferber Corner for 42 years. You know a lot of the folks here. I know you're going to do very well, but do you have post-graduation plans?
I plan to go up to Purdue and study natural resources and environmental conservation.
Wow, that's good. Even as an IU guy, now I will say that's impressive. And is there any chance of hopefully getting you back in this area here when you're done?
I hope I can.
I hope you can too, because we need people like you here in this area. Thanks for being with us. Best of luck.
Thank you.
All righty. What a great bunch of seniors. You got a fan club too. I like this. Let's tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
Caden Kramer.
Okay, and what position do you play?
Raider football.
With the last name Kramer, I kind of knew what the answer was going to be, and that is good. It's kind of the family business, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we're all out there.
Okay, and you're not the first Kramer to play by any stretch, are you?
No, sir.
And I happen to know your family is extraordinarily proud of you, as I am too. What's been a highlight for you?
Just showing up to practice, playing the games with the guys that I've known since I've been born, and yeah, just leaving it all out in the field with them.
That's just it. When you start with youth football, you end up playing with the same group for a long, long time, and that's a good thing. You get guys that are going to be friends years and years down the road.
Yeah, I hope so, unless they go leave me for a girl.
That could happen, but I will tell you this, as somebody that's been around several rotations of this, they may leave you for a girl, but sometimes these friendships last a heck of a lot longer than the girl does. Am I right on that, guys? How good can we be?
As good as the seniors want to be.
Yeah, that is something. You have had an outstanding career at Southridge. I've loved being around your family and watching you and watching how much you've advanced. Do you have post-graduation plans?
Yeah, I'm not sure what college, but I want to be a nurse anesthetist.
That is very, very good indeed. I know you're going to be good. I'm going to probably be asking you for a loan here in a couple of years. But it is great having you up here. You do an outstanding job, and you're one of the great things about Raider football, and I've loved Raider football for a long, long time. Best of luck.
Thank you.
All right. That's all right. That's okay, yes. How does it feel to get that kind of applause?
It feels good.
Yeah. You know, I'm soaking it up in secondary today. I'm just the guy sitting here on the other side, but you guys are getting all kinds of applause. Let's tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
Lane Kratzer.
Okay, and what position do you play?
I play O-line.
Oh, I love the O-line. You know, and I'm a proud dad. Coach B knows that. Basically, all of the parents here know that, and that I bleed Raider football, red, white, and black. And the offensive line is extremely important. You guys are unsung, and you have to play as a unit. And if one person in your unit is off, everything kind of goes, boom, doesn't it? I mean, you got to be on the same page.
Yeah, we have to all be on the same page and make sure we're making our job easy and doing our job correct.
All right, and that is something. How do you think the line's done this year?
I think we did a pretty good job. I mean, compared to other lines, we're really small, but I'm pretty sure we handle it pretty good.
That is something, and I tell you what I have found. One of my retirement gigs is I'm assistant SID at Oakland City University, and we have sprint football, which is 193 and under. What I have learned, and I kind of knew this from the fact that my kids played in the wing tee themselves back in the day, it's good to have big, but it's better to have strong and fast. And you guys are strong and fast, aren't you?
Yeah, we're pretty strong and fast.
That's it. We broke the door down with the win last Friday night. We ready to get a run going?
Yeah, I think we're going to get a good run going here in the last 3 games that we have.
Okay, and you're going to have a long tournament run though after that, right?
Yeah, we're going to go pretty far in the tournament, I feel like.
I think that is great. I'm gonna miss having you here. You go out there and keep killing it on the O-line for me. You've had a great career here at Southridge. Do you have post-graduation plans?
I plan going in the workforce.
Okay, that's good. I'm going to probably be asking you for a loan too. I know whatever you do, you're going to do very, very well. And thanks for being with us.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. 10 seniors plus managers as we continue with that. And let's tell everybody out there in the YouTube land who you are.
Keegan LaRoche.
Okay, Keegan, I've interviewed you before up here, haven't I?
Oh, plenty of times.
That's what I thought, Dad. You were a great interview, so I know tonight this is going to be a piece of cake. You are a student manager, is that correct?
I am.
How many years have you been with the team?
This is my 4th year.
I thought I've seen you on the sidelines there. And I'll ask you as I ask the others, what's your responsibilities as manager?
Filling water, getting yelled at, and occasionally taking a nap.
Well, so far, I've got 2 of your 4 because I get yelled at, and pretty much daily, I take a nap. So that's I appreciate that. What's it like being around this team?
It's incredible. The atmosphere is just unexplainable. The boys are so nice, and even when they aren't, you know they mean well.
Yeah, honestly, I could get them, but no, I think they do. We've got a great bunch of young men. I know most of them and know most of their parents and their grandparents as far as that goes. How big was our win on Friday night?
I think it was pretty big, but I think we also need to feel humble as well. We did beat them, but we got to come back the next week and be better.
You know, that's very well said. I don't think that is said enough. And you've learned that a lot quicker than it took me. I'm a slow learner. But if you're not humble, life has a way of humbling you, doesn't it?
Oh, that is for sure. Being a multi-sport athlete, it's understandable, and I understand it a lot easier than some of the other ones. But even if you're just a one-sport athlete, I feel like you have to understand that in order to be successful.
Okay, no, that's very good. You were a very intelligent young lady, which I knew that anyway. So, can we make a run this year? I'm just going to ask this down the stretch. These guys good enough to get it done?
I think they're good enough as long as they believe in themselves and trust in the coaches and pick each other up every single day and know that they can get better every day.
Okay. You know, I'm going to miss talking to you. We've had fun chatting over the years, and it has been a blast. Do you have post-graduation plans?
I plan to attend USI for neonatal nursing.
Wow, that is something, and you're the second one on the team that has done that. And like I said, I brought this up earlier. I know as a student athlete, a lot of that is student, and you're very, very particular about your books, and you got to have more gray matter than this old man has in order to get in what you're doing.
Yeah, I take my book seriously, but I was also raised very well and told to compete hard, so it comes with nature.
I happen to know that with your folks, especially your pop, and he's done a good job, and I'm certainly not surprised in that. Hope, a chance maybe to get, and what you're doing, you can go, as I said, anywhere in the world, but a chance of maybe getting you back here?
Definitely.
That is really, really good news. And I've certainly enjoyed our conversations and following your career, and it's true, this is why I'm still doing it. I'm going on 55 years now. It's people like you that I get to talk to. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
What an outstanding bunch. And we're at the point, I just wanted to make sure we still have people coming. I don't do too well in that math stuff, and people don't want me taking my shoes off to count, that's for sure. Let's tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
Justin Leathers.
Okay, Justin, what position you play? No, wait, we're going to applaud you. We wait for the applause. What position you play?
Wherever they need me.
I like that. You know, that's some of my favorite players. You go out there, you're plugged in whatever spot you need, and a football team needs a number of what I call Swiss Army knives. And you out there, you're able to do a lot of different stuff. I got to ask you this. I follow you guys really, really close, whether I'm out doing it. Usually on Fridays, I'm out doing an ESPN event somewhere, but I have on occasions been known to listen to Goot to find out how you guys are doing while that's going on. So Was that win big?
Yeah, it was really big for our momentum to carry us into the end of the season.
Okay, I think you're right. What are we going to have to get better at?
I just think, cleaning a bunch of things up and just kind of polishing up our offense and defense.
Now, I know Coach Buening's stuff, especially the offense and to maybe a lesser degree the defense. You got to be pretty daggone smart to play that offense. The wing T, there's a reason it works so well. It ain't easy to do it right. I don't know how you guys do it.
Yeah, I try my best.
Well, you do a great, certainly a great job. It is great having guys like you up here. Like I said, I'm going to miss not being able to talk to you. Do you have post-graduation plans?
Yeah, I don't really know where I want to go to school yet, but go into the medical field.
We've got a smart bunch of folks here. You, and I brought this up with the others, you take the student athlete very seriously. You crack the books, and you're pretty doggone good academically too.
Yeah, I study pretty hard.
Yeah, I had to, no doubt about that. I didn't have that many gray cells up there to keep going, so I had to bust it. But it is great having you up here tonight. And the medical field, as you see, this old body's having a birthday today, and I'm officially old now. So I need to have good people around me to where when they pick me up in a heap and take me in. Is there a chance we could get you back in this area?
Possibly.
Well, that would be a very, very good thing. I do want to thank you for joining us tonight. Certainly best of luck.
Thank you.
One of the best senior bunches ever. And I'm going to keep talking as long as we got people coming out here. Yeah, that's all right. I love it. Don't be shy about giving it up for our guys. Let's tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
I'm Zack Russell.
Zack, and what position do you play?
I play fullback.
That's something you gotta like to hit. What I like about football is the hitting part. Now, since I was in high school when I played, I was 5'6" and about 135 soaking wet. So I like to hit people. It didn't always go so well for me, but as the fullback in the spot, especially in the wing T, you got to be pretty versatile. And you are pretty good at the north-south running, and you like to pancake people as far as blocks, don't you?
Yeah, you just you can't go into a hit being scared because that's when you get injured. So if you just go into it fearless, that's when you put them on their butt.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. And the fact of the matter is, more times than not, you end up being the one that exerts the pain.
Yeah, I do.
Have you noticed when he says that about hitting somebody really hard? Look at that smile. Isn't that something that's good? How much did our win mean on Friday?
It meant a lot to us. We went through a big struggle there at the beginning of the season, but I think that win really picked up our confidence. I think we're gonna be good the rest of the season.
The one thing I know, when you get off to a tough start, there are two things that can happen, and I'm going to be honest with you. Most of the time, when you get down to that position, I've seen a lot of teams roll over. I have never seen one of Coach B's teams roll over, because not only did I follow him here, but my son coached at New Albany while he was over at Jennings County, and his teams never quit, and you guys are truly a reflection of your coach.
Yeah, we are. He gets us going. He was pretty angry at us those first couple of weeks. We paid the price for it all, but we got our stuff together, so I think we're going to be good the rest of the season.
You know, and one of the things in retirement, I have a fishing buddy that I go out with almost every week, and he used to be a football coach at Southridge in the day, that being Ron LaGrange, and he speaks very highly of this team, and he had a pretty good idea that there would be practices in those first couple of weeks that weren't necessarily pleasant. And I will say that's not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing, but they were not pleasant for us. There's a lot of running and conditioning just because of the mistakes we made and everything.
But you don't make those mistakes now.
No, we do not.
I rest my case on that. But I get a feeling now that we could really get on a roll for the last part of the season, and I would not want to draw us in the tournament.
No, I wouldn't either. I think we're a tough, hard-nosed team. Whenever we play with the confidence and nasty edge that we have, we're a really good football team.
Yes, you are. There's no doubt about that. Gonna miss you. It's been great having you up here. Yeah, you're one of the reasons I still like to get up here and do this stuff. You're gonna do good at whatever you do, but do you have post-graduation plans?
Yeah, I'm gonna join the workforce.
Whoever gets you is gonna be lucky. You need a recommendation, you're welcome to put me down. I think whoever gets you is going to be very lucky indeed.
All right, I will.
All right, that's very much. Are you the last one?
No, we got two more back there.
Oh, two more back there. I tell you, I can't count, but it's been good talking to you tonight.
Yeah, good talking to you too. Have a great night.
All right. This is a fun bunch. One of the first rules of being on stage, you milk the applause. When it happens, you let them get all the way out there. Can you tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are?
Cooper Sherman.
Okay, and what position do you play?
Slot receiver.
Okay, and that is good, and that's one of the things I know about the wing T offense. You're kind of a Swiss Army knife back there. You're asked to do a lot of stuff, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that is correct. I put it out and you put it exactly as it is. Let's talk about Friday night. How important was that win we got over a very good football team last Friday night?
I think it was a good win. Got us a lot of confidence going into the second half of the season and get us rolling.
We're going to kick some butt when playoff time gets here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. That's matter of fact. That's confidence. I like confidence. Yeah, this is good. Do you guys get along? And I look and you can see a lot about chemistry. Do you guys get along as good as it looks like you get along?
Yeah, I'd say we get along pretty well.
Okay, that is something. I'm gonna miss talking to you up here. You do a great job and have had a great career at Southridge. Do you know what your post-graduation plans are?
Probably go to college, but not sure for what yet.
Okay, you got any college stands out there that maybe is in the league?
Not sure.
Wherever you go, you're going to do real well. I have no doubt about that. Let's go kick some butt the rest of the year. Thanks for talking with us tonight.
Thank you.
Dude, I have never got a standing ovation before. I will tell you, I am duly impressed. Let's tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
My name is Jackson Stegall.
All right. We milk it. If they want to applaud, we're going to let them applaud there. What position you play?
I play cornerback and wide receiver.
Okay, so you are on the field. You're on the field a lot of time, and you have a very responsible two positions. There's a number of times in a football game where it comes down to you, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of the times.
Okay, all right. How does it feel to play the cornerback position? I've always wanted to do that. But you have to be fast, and you can't miss any tackles. When you're out there, a lot of times it's one-on-one. How is it playing cornerback on defense?
Yeah, you get a lot of those individual plays, but every once in a while you can get a cool play that everyone sees.
I happen to know you've had a number of those cool plays that everybody likes to see.
Yeah, I sure did.
That's something. How good can this team get now?
We can get as good as we want to be, as long as we just keep working hard and stay at it.
A little bit better tomorrow than today, a little bit better today than yesterday. Is that right? And I'm looking out here, and I love being able to look at the faces of all you guys, and I'm really, these are guys that are going to be your buddies way down the road. Is the chemistry as good as I think it is?
It's probably better than you think it is. We all love each other.
That's why I've loved following this team for 40 some odd years. Yes, it is. You have had a great career at Southridge. And you got a great smile. We got a lot of great smiles out there. Whatever you do, you're going to be good, but do you have post-graduation plans?
Most likely an electrician, like a lineman or something like that.
No, that's very smart. Because I happen to know that electricians and linemen make a heck of a lot more than sports broadcasters. So you are a very smart young man in doing that. I want to thank you for being with us tonight. Wish you best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes. What a great bunch of folks.